Thank you for logging on to this Norwell High School sports broadcast brought to you by WellsCountyVoice.com, a division of the Voice Enterprises. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors you hear throughout the game, so be sure to visit their businesses and use their services as often as possible, and tell them thanks for their support. We encourage you to go to the games and support the local team, but when you just can't make it, we're here for you. Now it's time for the pregame show on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Welcome to Michael W. Hawley Field in New Haven, Indiana. This is Derek Decker alongside my good friend and partner Greg Van Meter, bringing the action live from New Haven. We'll go ahead and get the starting lineups to you in just a few moments after the public address announcer is through and after the national anthem and recorded version is completed. But, Greg, we should have a spectacular afternoon of baseball on a very beautiful day in mid-April.
Well, you just can't ask for a better situation as far as the weather goes. Today, mid-70s, possibly even high 70s. I haven't checked the weather, but it is absolutely gorgeous. A very light breeze today. In fact, I can tell you this for sure, Derek. It's a nicer day than any of the days I had in Pensacola last week.
Yeah, that's right. Game time temperature is going to be right around 70 degrees here in
Feels
Fort
even
Wayne.
warmer than that. It's beautiful.
No wind at all. Just absolutely perfect out here. At a beautiful facility here outside of New Haven. It's been open, I think, for about 10 or 11 years now. And every time we come up here, it's just a joy to broadcast.
Of course, it's a separate facility from Snider High School itself, located at 2515 Long Road. There's some directional signs off of Maysville out here, but it is just a gorgeous facility. I know, reading up on it a little bit, over the years, I think they spent a little over $8 million on this facility, and it shows. It's as nice as there is in the Fort Wayne area.
Yeah, that's right. We'll go ahead and take a break now as we're just about ready for the start of the national anthem. Be back after these words from our sponsors with the starting lineups and the first pitch this afternoon. Thank you for joining us on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back to Hawley Field. Let's go ahead and share those starting lineups with you. Greg, if you would, please.
Well, for the visitors on the scoreboard, your Norwell Knights leading off and playing center field, Trevor Wilson batting second, and playing second, Garrett Waybright. The DH today for Coach McLean is Quentin Middleton. He's batting for the third baseman, Garrison Breggy. In the cleanup spot, playing first, Levi Long. Batting fifth and doing the catching, Colin Schwartz. In left field and batting sixth, Ian Clark. In right field and batting seventh, Levi Leidig. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, Caleb Kohler. And doing the pitching and batting ninth today, Christian Bohata. For the home team on the scoreboard, the Snider Panthers, it's Mac Hippenhammer. we talked about, Derek. I think he's been here 6 years now, but he's playing shortstop today for the Snider Panthers. It seems like he's been around forever. Batting second and playing right field, Chandler Everson. Batting third and playing center field, Michael Brewer. Brendan Fitzgerald playing third base is in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth and playing first base, Trevor Armstrong. Batting sixth and doing the pitching, Colton Hinton. Batting seventh and playing second base, Gavin Bean. In the eighth spot, it's Jacob Schum doing the catching, and batting ninth and playing left field is Jack James.
Of course, Snider under the direction of Mr. Mark Skelton. For the Knights, of course, Andy McLean. Snider comes in at 3-2 with losses to good Huntington North and Northrop teams. Northrop's very solid again, and 3 wins over Northside, East Noble, and Northside again. Northside, a future opponent later this week for the Knights. Number 9 in Class 3A in the IHS BCA ranking, still unranked in the Prep Baseball Report poll after a 3-win week last week at Mississinawa, and home victories in 5 innings over Heritage and a 3-2 win Friday over Wawasee. Trevor Wilson will lead it off for the Knights. He struggled as of late at the plate. Couple 0 for games last week. The first pitch is a called strike at the belt. We're underway in New Haven at 5:34.
Trevor, of course, righty on righty here against Hinton, as that pitch was offered at by Trevor, well off the plate. Good breaking ball there by Hinton.
So Colton works ahead 0-2. Missed it low and in. And on the infield for Snider, it's Fitzgerald at third, Hippenhammer at short, Bean at second, Armstrong at first. James Brewer, Everson, left to right in the outfield, and Jacob Schum behind the plate. 1-2 high, and the count is even at 2-2.
Yeah, that pitch was a little bit too far out of the strike zone for Wilson to offer at. Good idea, though, by Hinton, excuse me.
55-footer bounced in there, and count runs full to the first batter of the afternoon.
Yeah, good at bat here by Trevor after getting behind 0-2. Has now worked the count full. He'll be followed by Waybright and Middleton.
Payoff pitch is grounded sharply towards the shortstop Hippenhammer. He bobbled it, and Wilson has good speed. He's going to beat it.
Yeah, that'll be an E6, I believe, on Hippenhammer.
I would agree with you.
No problem.
So that will give way to the batter, Waybright. Garrett has had real success. His spray chart, he has not had any hits opposite field. They've all been pop-outs or ground-outs to the right side, and almost exclusively hits when he pulls the baseball to the left. So we'll see what he can do here, but a good start to the season for the junior.
Yeah, Garrett worked hard over the winter to put on some added strength and size. Boy, that pitch, a very generous outside corner. Strike one.
Dimensions here at Hawley Field, 320 down the lines, 365 in the gaps. Not a marker out to straightaway center.
I think
that the pickoff throw gets away from Hinton and over Armstrong, and Wilson's going to take the extra base, and 2 errors already here in the top of the first for Snider.
Well, that ball just was not possible for Armstrong to snag at first base. He climbed the ladder for it, but still ticked off his glove.
So the Knights have a real opportunity here early on to take advantage of a couple mistakes on the Snider defense. 0-1 to Waybright. He squares to bunt and gets a good one down to third, but it's going to roll foul.
Got now 0-2 on Garrett. Needs to get that ball to the right side. One of those groundouts would not be a bad out here.
Boy, these Knights really struggle to get a bunt down and take advantage of opportunities against the Warriors on Friday. Bunted into 2 double plays to the third baseman, and what should have been a third one resulted in a fielder's choice. And they weren't popped up. They were line drive, so it didn't allow the runner to get back. That's a balk. And Wilson's going to take third.
Well, Trevor reaches on an error, moves to second on another error, and now he's at third with nobody out. And as he greets Brendan Fitzgerald, the third baseman there, not sure what caused that.
Breaking pitch right in there for a called strike 3. One gone here in the first, and Middleton will stand in, the designated hitter today. It's a good-looking breaking ball.
Only the second breaking ball that he's thrown. That's hit well to center field.
Drifting over is the left fielder, James. Tagging is Wilson, and he'll score easily. It's an RBI sac fly for Quentin Middleton, and the Knights have the early lead, 1-0.
Number 34, Levi Long.
Yeah, Quentin got the job done there. First pitch, hunting, and able to drive it out to left center field.
Well, unearned in every way you can imagine.
3 different ways.
And the first pitch to Long is over but low. This would be a pretty good win if the Knights can come up on the road and get a victory here at Snider.
Snider with an excellent program, always puts a competitive team on the field.
Tough week for the Knights. 3 SAC opponents this week. They play nearly all the SAC teams this year, with the exception of Dwenger and Lures, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And Southside.
Of course, at Homestead on Thursday evening.
Yeah,
that'll be a dandy.
Behind Carroll, that'll be their toughest game of the year. And both of those happen to be on the road this year. Carroll, a legitimate state title contender in Class 4A.
Absolutely. They've got a lot of talent.
Breaking pitch at the bottom of the zone for strike 2.
Yeah, Homestead is, I was kind of surprised they got ripped by Cathedral the way they did over the weekend.
And they sure did. Down and away, and the count runs full. 15 pitches in the inning for Hinton.
What breeze we have is blowing pretty much across left to right here at Snider's home field.
Full count pitch is low and away again. Levi Long on with a 2-out 6-pitch walk.
Now batting number 20, Colin Schwartz.
And here is Colin Schwartz, the catcher.
Hinton's got that little bit of a pause at the top of his motion, and that can be tough for a high school pitcher to repeat.
Yeah, but it's also enough for to throw off Norwell hitters the first time through. Get accustomed to the ever so small hesitation way outside.
Saw where Colin hit his first varsity home run the other night, and from what I understand, it was a bomb.
Boy, it was, and the wind was blowing pretty strong that day, and that was into the wind.
That's what I thought, yeah.
To left center against Southern Wells, a 23-1 rout for the Knights. And Hinton has gone 2-0 to Schwartz. 6 RBI day last Friday for the senior.
Yeah, we talk about what a beautiful day it is today, but boy, the forecast for the rest of the week, iffy at best. A lot of rain in the forecast.
Yeah, Thursday's game looking pretty questionable. Wow, that was at the top of the zone. Just above the letters. And it's 2-1.
It's one of those where the bottom of the ball caught the top of the zone.
Yep. Fouled away, back out of play, and it's 2-2 to Colin.
Well, with the early 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Kind of a gift run.
No hits in the inning for the Knights. Reached on E6 and a walk. Scored by a balk, an error, and a sacrifice fly. Ground ball sent towards the shortstop hole. Hippenhammer backhands, and the throw to first is going to not be in time. And Schwartz is on with a 2-out infield single, just way too deep in the hole. Even Hippenhammer with good speed and a decent arm was not able to get Schwartz at first.
Yeah, that was perfectly placed as we're going to have a pinch runner for Colin.
The courtesy runner is Tyler Skiles. Tyler has assumed that position on more than one occasion on the early season. Ian Clark stands in, the left fielder today. He's been worked around several positions in the lineup. He's worked as a DH a couple of times. Still does not have a hit officially. He had a double against South Adams, but none of those statistics count as that game was never completed.
Yeah. Boy, was that a wet night last Monday.
Check swing. Ball gets away from Schum, but Levi not able to advance. Skiles has to scamper back to first as he thought Levi was going to go to third, and Coach McLean thinks he should be standing on third base as well.
Yes, Skiles was better than halfway to second base on that wild pitch, and unfortunately long. I think he just kind of lost track of the ball as to where it was.
Another pitch is way short of the plate. This time blocked and kept in front of Schum.
Schum, not a real common name, but few in Norwell's background.
That ball rifled towards the second baseman. He fields it on a nice hop and flips to second to retire Skiles 4-6. And that will retire the side as well. The Knights come up with 1 run on 1 hit. There were 2 Snider errors. They leave 2. We go to the bottom of the first. The Knights leading 1-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kukulhan's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-31000 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kukulhan.
Dr. Laura Kukulhan is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kukulhan and her staff will make you feel at home.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for 3 by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
Yeah, welcome back to Hawley Field. Christian Bohada is the man on the mound for the Knights today, and that means more than likely we're going to see a quick game as Christian likes to work with very good pace. The lefty throws a lot of strikes as well. On the infield for the Knights, it's on the corners, Breggy at third, Long at first, Kohler and Wainwright up the middle, Clark, Wilson, Leidig left to right in the outfield, and Colin Schwartz behind the plate. Snider will send Hippenhammer, Everson, and Brewer to the plate here in the home half of the first. The Knights coming up with the run after several Snider mistakes.
I know Bohada was very effective in his last outing.
Yeah, down at Mississinewa, a 2-hit shutout. Actually only gave up an infield single. And that was debated among many of us in the press box and also the team scorekeeper for the Knights, whether that was going to be ruled a hit or not. But then a solid smack to lead off the 7th for Mississinewa ruined any chance of an arguable no-hitter. Hippenhammer bats from the left side, has unbelievable speed.
Yeah, he is an athlete. I believe he's playing football at the next level.
Yeah, this kid is able to put it in any kind of a hole, and if it's not hard hit, then he's going to reach base. The Billy Hamilton of high school baseball.
Swings it from the left side, so he's 2 steps closer to first base. Just an excellent all-around athlete is Hippenhammer.
Ball and a strike, the count to Mack. Ball grounded through the hole as Long gave a diving attempt, but he's not able to get to it. Hippenhammer on with a leadoff single.
Batting for the Panthers, the right fielder,
Well placed there by Hippenhammer. Is Long laid out for it, just not quite able to get his glove on it.
Yeah, that's something we did not talk about in the pregame. This team very offensive-minded. In their wins, they have scored 10, 15, and 17.
Wow.
But in their losses, just 4 and 1. So if they're scoring a lot of runs, more than likely they're going to win. First pitch missed to the batter Everson. Bohada really paying attention to Hippenhammer.
As he should. This will be a good test for Bohada and Colin Schwartz.
Oh, he's got him picked off. He's got him in a rundown. Long chases him, and he's going to tag him out. One gone, and he had Hippenhammer hung up. And a nice play by Bohada. Nice look over there, and Hippenhammer was picked off.
Yeah, he got him leaning. Hippenhammer was definitely going to be trying to steal on that pitch. And Christian with a little step off, quick flip over there. Good move.
So the pickoff is 1-3. And ball 2 now to Everson.
Everson swinging it from the right side.
That ball grounded sharply towards third and just foul.
Boy, he got the pitch there on 2-0 that he wanted and just a little bit ahead of it. That ball was not foul by much.
No, it wasn't. Missed him high 3-1, and something guys have begun to figure out across the area is wait on the fastball for Bohada. Grounded towards third again. Nice play by Brady to one knee. Gets up, one hopper to the first baseman Long, and Everson's out of there 5-3.
Good play on both ends as that ball bounced in the grass, and Long did a nice job of reading the hop. Came up on him a little bit, and 2 quick outs here for the Knights.
Here's Michael Brewer. Michael wears number 2. He's a junior, bats right, throws right.
Fitzgerald waiting on deck if Brewer can get on.
First pitch is a called strike. A little tail action on the first pitch. Outside, a ball and a strike.
Christian's got a little arm side run on that fastball.
Sure does.
But not a ton of velocity. There he caught the corner.
1-2 now. Really impressed with the performance of Caden Mann coming on in relief on Friday for the Knights. Just a sophomore, a lot of room to grow. Nubbed off the end of the bat towards Bohada, and he will toss to first. It is going to be a 3-batter inning. And out of there is Brewer, 1-3 for Snider in the bottom of the first. No runs, 1 hit, and they leave him empty. We go to the second. Knights leading 1-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique.
We'll go back to Holly Field. Pretty light crowd on hand this afternoon as it's Monday. But a number of Norwell fans made the trip. A lot of them down the third base line in lawn chairs. It's been a staple of the Norwell community for quite some time.
Yeah, it has. Levi Leidig takes the first pitch high and out away for ball one.
25 pitch first for Colton Hinton.
And more than double the number of pitches that Bohada threw in the first inning. I had Christian for just 12.
Yeah, Christian known for working very efficiently. He's averaged about 11 pitches an inning on the season. Breaking pitch, a lot of break in there for a called strike.
Yeah, just kind of a backdoor slider to a right-hander, kind of an interesting pitch. I don't think that's what the location was it was called for. That was right down the middle, though.
Yeah, that one was just sitting up there and caught Leidig again, 2-2.
Levi, I don't think he's cut his hair since the last time I saw him. As that was when he was injured.
Yeah, really suffered an injury about halfway through football season over at Belmont and missed all of basketball season. That was check swing. I think he fouled it away. I think he got a piece of it. And it'll stay 2-2. Pretty significant leg injury, but came back a little bit earlier than expected. Recovery time could have been as long as 9 months.
Well, I knew his goal was to get back for the baseball season, and good to see that he was able to do that.
Yeah, he's healthy. He's shown no signs of weakness or tenderness on that leg. Seems to have it strengthened and primed, ready to go for a 7-week baseball season. 2-2 again. He's outside this time. The count runs full. It's an 8-pitch at bat for Levi.
Well, he'll see a 9th one here at least. As Hinton having trouble putting him away.
Comes payoff pitch, low and away. And the Knights successfully run up the pitch count on Hinton and draw a leadoff walk in the second.
Yeah, that's a great at bat by Levi Leidig. 9 pitches he saw in that at bat, and Hinton's not going to be around long in this one at this pace.
And he fouled away 3 of them as well. Here's Kohler. Caleb, the shortstop, and another near wild throw from Hinton. Levi didn't have much of a lead at first, but he checked on him with a throw, and it was up and away to the first baseman again.
I think he's got more tail on his throws. There's a good bunt.
That's a great bunt by Kohler. Scooped, and a little toss
he was safe.
Oh, he called him out.
Well, I think the ump took that one for granted, as it will be a sacrifice bunt for Kohler, but from this angle, he beat that little flip throw from Hinton a little casual on that play.
Yeah, a little miscommunication between the two umpires. But in any case, it'll go down as a sacrifice for Kohler.
Well, leading 1-0 here in the top of the second. Threatening again.
Breaking pitch is a strike called to lead off the at-bat for the bottom of the order, the pitcher Bohada. Christian in his 3rd start already.
Leidig with not a huge lead. Oh,
that
that's hit hard.
Is jacked towards right field. Everson going back. It's over his head. It's going to two-hop the base of the wall. Christian is going to round first, takes a hard turn towards second, and stops there. It's a 1-out RBI double for Bohada, and the Knights grab a 2-0 lead.
Well, Christian absolutely smoked that fastball. It was on the inner third. He just turned on it and drilled it over a medium-depth right fielder in Chandler Everson. Well struck by Christian.
Well, that's probably the best contact he's made as a varsity hitter in his career. Here's Trevor Wilson. The center fielder reached to lead off the game on an error by Hippenhammer at short. First pitch misses away.
Well, looking to add on here, already up 2-0. With the top of the order up and just 1 out.
Low again, 2-0.
Well, it could be better for the Knights, as Kohler would easily be on third base had he been properly called safe at first.
Yeah, the field umpire was kind of backing up towards third. I don't know if he got a real good look at the play.
I think he was expecting the home plate umpire to call it. And
yeah, there was not good rotation or communication that time. And Hinton has fallen behind 3-0 to the batter, Wilson.
There is some activity in Snider's bullpen.
4-pitch walk for Trevor. And Colton is really struggling on the mound, and that's going to draw the attention of the catcher, Jacob Schum. He'll have a word.
He's already thrown 16 pitches in this inning.
Greg, I know you got the opportunity to spend some quality time in Pensacola last week.
Beautiful area. It's actually smaller than Fort Wayne, hosting a Double-A team down there, but the ballpark is right on the water.
Yeah, Blue Wahoos getting off to a really nice start, winning 7 of their first 10.
Yeah, leading the Southern Division of the Southern League. 5 teams in each division.
Runners are going to go. It's a double steal. The throw to third is not in time. Bohada is in there with the stolen base. So is Wilson. And the Knights all of a sudden have 2 runners in scoring position.
Well, Bohada had a huge jump from third base. I think the catcher, Schum, would have had a better shot at Wilson at second base than he did Bohada at third.
Swing and a miss, and the count already 0-2 on Wainwright.
Well, here's another situation where, with the infield drawn in, if he can kind of punch something through the right side.
Garrett was called out on strikes in the first. Here's the 0-2 offering. Popped up into shallow right. Coming on is Everson towards the line. He makes the grab. Tagging is Bohada, but he cannot score. Bohada was charging towards the plate. I think it might have been a squeeze situation. And Wainwright instead pops out to the right fielder.
Well, there's no way Coach McClain would have called for a squeeze with 2 strikes on the batter.
No, I think I'm
miscommunication there.
Yeah, definitely, but thinking that's probably got to be on the runner Bohada.
Yeah.
That'd be my best guess.
Yeah,
don't know for sure, but
that's just not good baseball sense.
No.
I mean, the only time you're doing that potentially is in the bottom of an inning, or maybe the top of a last inning to try to get the go-ahead run across with a weak hitter up. But you're certainly not going to do that with your 2-hitter in the second inning.
Yeah, no reason to force that run at all. As just one out there and runners on second and third, there was no reason to have that play on. So, in any case, there was Coach McClain has still not returned from the dugout.
I think he's explaining the signs maybe to the balance of the team. 2 on, 2 out here for Middleton. He flew out to left his last time up.
It's a 2-0 count as well.
Oh, my goodness.
Another generous couple inches off the plate for Middleton.
Yes. Well, the baseball I'm watching these days, Derek, is a little bit different level. So I see those calls and wonder what they're looking at. Not that there's not missed calls at the higher levels of the game, because there certainly are.
3-1 the count on Middleton. And an opportunity to add on to that 2-0 lead for the Knights. Grounded towards third, foul, and it'll fill up the count.
Well, if Quentin can keep the inning going, Levi Long waits on deck. Colin Schwartz in the hole. Knights trying to tack on. Boy, it'd be a squandered opportunity if they only get 1 run out of this inning.
Absolutely. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. Middleton on with a walk to load the bases with 2 outs here in the top of the second.
Yeah, the second walk of the inning for Hinton, and he is quickly running up his pitch count.
Yeah, he's already at 50, and his ball-strike ratio not good. 23 balls, 27 strikes. And he's been hit hard a couple of times by the Knights.
Yeah, the double especially from Bohada. Mm-hmm. Well struck. There's a base hit. No,
it's going to be snagged by the first baseman Armstrong. It could have been a couple of runs for the Knights. Instead, it's a nice play, and the Knights leave them juiced. We go to the bottom of the second. Knights come up with 1 run on 2 hits, and they leave them full. The Knights lead 2-0 on the WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, prong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is now open at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton, and it's bigger and better than ever. You can enjoy the same fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Reservations are recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Everyone is welcome at T.W. Fable.
And welcome back to Holly Field. Bottom of the second. Knights come up with one in both of the top halves of their innings. And, Greg, some miscommunication right there cost the Knights at least a run.
Yeah, it certainly did. And I think Bohada just misunderstood the signs that Coach McLean was giving. Garrett certainly did the right thing on an 0-2 count, got it to the outfield.
Yep.
It would have been a close play at the plate. But Bohada certainly would have had a chance to have scored.
Well, in any case, Levi Long rifled that one towards the first baseman to end the inning, but Armstrong coming up with a nice grab, and the first pitch to lead off the bottom of the second is a strike called to Brendan Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald, Snider's third baseman today. Strong-looking player.
Foul tipped into the glove for strike 2.
Healthy hack at that one. You don't want to be behind Christian Bohada with the multi-pitch arsenal that he has.
Grounded foul. Hinton will follow Armstrong in the inning.
Good change up there by Christian. Got it inside. And Fitzgerald couldn't keep it between the lines.
Popped up and skied towards shallow center. Wilson coming on, and he is under it. And will make the grab for the first out.
Now batting for the Panthers, the first baseman, number 21, Trevor Armstrong.
Good communication out there by the middle infielders and Trevor Wilson. Both backing off and let Trevor take that ball.
Now, talking about the pitching staff, the Knights have the opportunity, perhaps, that ball is scorched into center, but it's going to be right at Wilson again, and he will record his second out of the inning. The Knights really have the potential to develop 5 separate starters with the addition of Caden Mann and Cole Lewis into the arsenal this year.
Mann is a sophomore?
Yep. Walked 4 in his first varsity outing in 3 innings, but struck out 7. And Wabasee hitting could not figure out his breaking pitch. There's strike 2, and Bohada working quick and ahead.
Yeah, he's really being efficient with his pitches to this point.
Called strike 3 right at the knees, and the side is retired. An easy 8-pitch inning for Bohada, and we go to the third. Zeros across the board for Snider, and the Knights leading 2-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look but old-fashioned integrity.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 5 left for the Knights. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, and nobody left for Snider on a sunny 70-degree afternoon at Michael W. Hawley Field in New Haven. Derek Decker, Greg Van Meter on the call. And the Knights enter the top of the third with a 2-0 lead. They'll send Schwartz, Clark, and Leidig to the plate.
Well, you mentioned the efficiency of Christian Bohada, just 20 pitches through the first 2 innings as compared to Hinton's 51.
Well, 8 pitches in that inning, and all 8 of them were strikes. That's a really good inning by any standard, and Colton Hinton has returned for his 3rd inning of work. He struggled a little bit. Misses to the first batter. That ball grounded towards the shortstop Hippenham, a routine for him, and Schwartz is gone, 6-3.
Now batting number 11, Ian.
Colin had singled to a similar spot his first time up, but he just hit it quite a bit harder that time.
Yeah, a little deeper in the hole as well. Last time. Here is Ian Clark, reached on a fielder's choice to end the first. And Coach McLean is going to give him a little bit of instruction before he stands in.
Ian, with that hard-hit double you mentioned in the South Adams game, unfortunately it does not go in the record books. But he hit it well.
Sure did.
On a lousy night.
Only hit for the Knights. And we were through 4 1/3 of offense. Hinton falls behind again, 2-0. Clark's got a tremendous upside, a lot of potential, and will be almost certainly the starting catcher for the Knights next season. Tried a fastball again, but missed high, and it's 3-0 to Ian. Called strike at the very bottom of the zone.
Well, that might have caught his front knee due to lack of velocity.
Fastball is roped to right, but right at Everson for the second out.
Well, Ian hit that ball hard, but Everson just took a couple of steps to his right to haul it in. That's right in the sun as well. Right field being the Sun Field here at this beautiful complex.
Yep, set up same direction as Norwell. Squaring to bunt is Leidig, and he is going to be on. As Fitzgerald's throw was just a little bit late. Leidig with good speed, and it's a 2-out bunt single.
Boy, that was a beautiful bunt by Levi as Fitzgerald really didn't have much of a chance to get Leidig there.
Here's Kohler. Sacrifice bunt in his first at bat. Oh, that's going to be a wild pitch. Leidig is going to take second as Schum dove to the right and the pitch bounced left.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a chance at that one. That was a breaking ball. That reverse spin took it over his left shoulder and all the way to the fence.
So now an RBI opportunity for Mr. Kohler. Inside Black for a called strike.
Caleb got a sacrifice bunt down in the second inning that led to the Knights' second run.
Breaking pitch never got down. It's 2-1.
Holton again Really racking up the pitches here in this third inning.
Yep, now it's 62. 2-1 pitch.
Oh, my
God. Call the strike. Wow, it's a pretty large zone this afternoon, but we've got a real nice angle perched behind home plate here at Snider. 2-2. Popped up. Foul territory. It'll get back out of play.
Caleb battling here.
Inside pitches you don't see called as often as the outside corner. A little tougher to hit.
Miller with a man in scoring position out there.
Missed it high. Count runs full. Knights have had a bunch of good at-bats so far today, forcing Hinton to run up his pitch count. There is still action in the Snider bullpen, and that is Donovan Hunek out there.
Yeah, I got to believe this is probably Hinton's last inning if he can get through it.
Well, he walks Kohler to put 2 men aboard. And now we're going to have a pitching visit. We'll go ahead and take a very short break and return after these words from Bluffton Roofing.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Knights leading 2-0 in the top of the third with 2 men aboard. The bottom of the order coming up for Norwell and Christian Bohada. There is still action. It is senior Donovan Hunek in the bullpen for Snider and trying to give him a little bit of time to warm up should they need him to close out this third inning.
Yeah, I think he's about ready to go. He's been down there for a while.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating performance for Hinton, but in all reality, the damage has been really limited. Only 2 runs, and it's certainly surmountable for Snider to come back and win this baseball game. Knights are going to have to continue scoring. Bohada doubled and had an RBI in the second inning, and he watches a first pitch strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, good backdoor breaking pitch there from Hinton. Bohada sitting on a fastball, and he did move back the right fielder just a touch from where he played his first at bat. Oh.
Called strike 2. Yep, everybody's going to have to hit today. As that one caught the corner.
Got to swing the bat.
Bohada's not going to see anything inside again here either, as he was able to turn on the first one he saw. Actually came inside right there and fouled it off his foot.
Yeah, that wasn't where the catcher asked for it, though. The catcher was set up outside, in fact, off the plate.
Yeah, that's where you'd expect Hinton to go after Bohada here. Something the Knights have done is leave a lot of runners on base, and most notably in scoring position here early on in the year. Going to have to find a way to convert those runs later. But that's what non-conference games are for. Conference action gets into full swing next week with games against Belmont and Leo. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bohada. Reached at it, and he grounds it foul. Pitch was low and in, but he fought it off to stay alive.
After the first 2 Norwell batters were retired in this inning, the last 2 have reached, and Bohada trying to help himself. Hanging tough, 1 and 2.
Hinton comes set and delivers the offering. Fouled straight back. Third foul ball of the at-bat. And pitch 7 coming up.
Well, if Christian can extend this inning, Trevor Wilson waits on deck. Just a beautiful evening here in Fort Wayne.
1 and another balk. That's the second balk of the afternoon.
Yeah, he didn't stop.
He did not stop Didn't really come close to stopping either. Just a miscue by the pitcher. And now 2 runners are in scoring position. But 2 strikes and 2 outs, so he's still got a chance to work out of this with no damage.
Christian, of course, swings it from the left side. Big pitch here.
That ball smacked towards the hole. That's going to be a base hit. Everson scoops the throw to the plate. Is one hop, and he missed the tag. 2 runs are going to score. The third RBI, the second and third RBI of the day for Christian Bohata. What a day at the plate. He's pitching well as well. And it's a 2 RBI single to extend the Norwell lead.
Well, that throw was a little bit up the third base line, but a real nice slide by Caleb Kohler to avoid the tag.
Well, that is the second run aided by a balk in this game for the Knights.
Right, yeah. That Kohler wouldn't have had a chance to have scored outside of that balk. So
a better throw would have had Kohler as well.
Yeah.
But the Knights were aggressive, and it paid off. Bohata is going to be courtesy run 4 by Caden Mann. And the Knights have scored in every inning thus far and lead at 4-0.
That was a big hit for Bohata behind in the count.
Yeah, it was good at bat as well. He fought off several pitches that he didn't like just to stay alive. That one bounced in there, and Hinton has especially struggled throwing first pitch strikes this afternoon.
Well, and this inning had started out pretty nicely for Hinton. He got the first 2 batters, Schwartz and Clark. And it was all downhill from there as the Knights now up 4-0 in the top of the third.
Cut and a miss by Wilson, and the count goes to 2-1. It is a lounge-type atmosphere in the press box here at Snider. A couple couches, television.
Trevor 0 for 1 with a walk on the day.
That ball is popped up into center. Brewer drifts to his left. He's under it, and he will make the catch to retire the side. Norwell comes up with 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the third. Knights leading 4-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
The Bowling Center of Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team, and a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long, and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes and a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium 1-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Yeah, welcome back to Michael W. Hawley Field. We've likely seen the end of Colton Hinton's day on the mound as he comes out with 77 pitches. Probably going to see Donovan Hunak enter at the start of the 4th inning, but the Knights have now extended that lead to 4-0. It's a little more comfortable, a little bit of a cushion, a little room for error for Christian Bohata, who has only thrown 20 pitches. 15 of them have been strikes, and that one just missed. He tried the corner.
Well, I'd say he should really attack the zone now, but he's been doing that from pitch 1 in this ballgame.
Gavin Bean leads off the inning, and he skies this one in foul territory to get back out of play. Bottom third for Snider batting. Bean, Schumann, James.
Christian has been very good on the mound thus far.
In the dirt, 2-1.
You mentioned just 20 pitches in the first 2 innings and just absolutely filling up the strike zone. He's only thrown, I've got him for 4 balls thrown to this point.
Yeah, he did not miss. There's a ground ball. Oh, it took a terrible hop over Breggy at third. That's going to be a single to lead off the inning for Gavin Bean.
The first hit that Bohat has given up, and that was just an awful hop, as there was no way Garrison was going to be able to get a glove on that one.
Second hit of the day for Snider offense. Hippenhammer led off the game with a single.
Second hit of the day, that's right.
And Bean's
wiped
got a
out
decent
on the
lead.
pickoff.
But goes back to the pitcher. He took a look at second, but instead will take the out at first for out number 1.
Now batting the left
Taking
fielder,
second
number
was
8,
Gavin Bean.
Jack James.
And Snider really wants that first run of the afternoon.
Jack James stepping in, the left fielder. Some muscular legs on this kid. I got a feeling he can drive it if he gets a hold of it.
Fouls the first pitch out of play.
First runner on second of the day for Snider.
Christian gets the offering. It's a ground ball. Routine for Waybright. And out is James 4-3. Taking third was Bean. 2 gone.
Well, if you're going to make an out in that situation, at least move the runner, and a good job by James to do so.
Top of the order now for the Panthers. Mac Hippenhammer singled to right in the bottom of the first. And he sees a first pitch. It's flied into shallow left. Clark makes the grab. The side is retired. Another pretty easy inning for Christian Bilhada. We're through 3. The Knights lead it 4-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit usf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis. Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
And welcome back to Hawley Field. Caden Haft is the new pitcher for Snider. He is a junior right-hander. Waybright will lead off the inning for the Knights, be followed by Middleton and Long. Garrett struck out looking and flew out to right in his first 2 at-bats of the day, and that one is flown towards right. Medium depth, Everson will retire Waybright. 1 gone on the first pitch in the 4th.
Were there any other changes there for Snider?
I did not catch any.
Straight up?
I believe it is. I did not catch any, at least on the infield. So here is Middleton. You can close the book on the starter. We'll get his statistics on the day in just a few moments. First pitch to Middleton missed high and tight. Cut and a miss for strike 1. Knights have left 6 runners on base today through 3 innings, but they have scored 4 of them. That ball grounded weakly towards the second baseman, Bean, and he can't make the play. Middleton went diving into first.
Boy, I hate to see that.
But
I think that's an infield single. I don't think he'd have got him. What do you think? E4?
Well, the scoreboard reads E, so
Okay.
we're going to go with E4.
Third error of the game now on the Panthers.
Yeah, it was weakly hit, and Middleton had good speed, but I think a clean field would have got him.
All right.
So 1 out for Levi Long. Walked and lined out. Really had a couple RBIs stolen from him. He was right at the first baseman, Armstrong. Well hit. Pickoff throw sends Middleton back into first. There's a called strike at the bell. Haft has got to be careful as he doesn't take a very long pause either, and it's already been called once today. Actually, it's been called twice, but first time I don't think it's because he came set.
0-1 count to Long here.
Yep.
Now you can close the book on Hinton, as you mentioned. He threw 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned, as that pitch sails high. Balked twice. Threw a wild pitch, gave up 4 hits, 4 walks, and struck out 1.
And
3 innings of work.
Both of those balks were pretty big, as
Yes,
they
they
both
were.
resulted in runs later in the inning. Ball and a strike here to Levi. Missed it high, 2-1. Bohetta with another 8-pitch inning. There's some more contact that time, but just 28 pitches through 3 complete.
Yeah, that's what I've got him for as well. Impressive performance so far. That's hit hard.
Towards the right fielder, Everson. It is over his head, and it one-hops the base of the wall. Middleton rounding second, heading towards third. He didn't get a good jump. He'll have to stop there, but it's a 1-out double for Levi Long.
Levi put a charge into that one. Really no chance out there for Everson.
Boy, the Knights have struck the baseball well today. 5 hits here in the fourth, but a couple of them, a couple extra base hits. That's something we haven't seen a lot of so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
And Colin Schwartz will stand in 1 for 2. They've both been at the shortstop Hippenhammer. One was too deep in the hole for Hippenhammer to make the play, but the other was a routine 6-3 ground out.
Snider's defense in on the edge of the grass.
He watches a strike called at the belt to lead off the AB.
The outfield, though, playing relatively shallow. The right fielder swung around towards the line a little bit, as is the center fielder.
Everson was burnt once. That time it was just way too far over his head.
Yeah, he really didn't have a chance at that. It
no.
Hit on the edge of the grass.
That ball roped into left. It's a base hit. Middleton's going to score. And Long will have to stop at third, but it's an RBI single, and the Knights lead is 5-0.
Well, the senior Schwartz starting to heat up as he picks up another RBI. Middleton scoring easily on the play. Skiles will run again for Schwartz here.
Clark has a chance to keep the inning going. The Knights have still scored in every inning. Here in the top of the fourth. 1-1, 2-1. Pickoff throw to first was close. But Skiles back in there safely.
Coach Dave Goodmiller down in that first base coach's box.
Sometimes you're able to catch the runner with too big a lead.
He's got a good lead down there.
There he goes. Throw to second is not in time, but Gavin Bean was playing up. Skiles in there, takes second.
Stolen base for Skiles. Pitch was called a ball.
2 more RBI opportunities for Clark.
He's grounded into a fielder's choice and flew out his last time up.
Infield's playing in. Hippenhammer fields it cleanly and throws to first. Clark's out 6-3. Runners will hold, 2 gone.
Now that'll bring up Levi Leidig. Leidig 1 for 1 on the day. Scored 2 runs. That hit was an excellent bunt single. His last time up, he walked in the second and scored.
First pitch to Leidig is a strike call. A lot more first pitch strikes for Caden Haft.
Yeah.
As he certainly improved on the pitching staff in that category. That's up and away for a ball to even the count at a ball and a strike.
Levi had an excellent at-bat his first at-bat. 9-pitch walk in that second inning.
Fouled away 3 of the pitches he saw.
Mm-hmm.
That ball grounded weakly towards the second baseman, Bean, and he bobbled it again. Another run's going to score. E4, and another gift makes it 6-0 Norwell.
Yeah, that'll be an unearned run charged to Haft as Skiles scores. It's 6-0 now, Norwell. Not quite the game we expected, I don't think, Derek.
Oh, that's right. But,
that was Long that scored.
Yeah, Skiles' chance at third. Bean with his second error
of the
inning. First pitch, fouled straight back. Kohler the batter. Sacrifice bunt and a walk, so still 0 for 0 today.
Boy, as a pitcher, you make a good pitch like that, that can be disheartening to say the least.
There goes the runner. Pitch was a called strike at the top of the zone, and whoa, Leidig is called safe at second.
Wow.
Boy, he looked out by
pretty good margin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. The pitch was called a strike. Leidig credited with a stolen base, and
wow.
Boy, he looked to be out by a pretty good margin out there at second base.
0-2 to the batter. Grounded towards Hippenhammer. Mack charges. Double clutched. And no call by the umpire. He still hasn't made a call. I think he said he pulled his foot or something.
Well, I think what he was saying was that he saw the ball on the ground.
Okay, he dropped it. Okay. So that will allow another run to score. E6 this time. I think you're going to have to score it.
Yeah.
Third.
Yeah, he would have had him.
Yeah, that's the third error of the inning, and it is a 7-0 Norwell lead.
Well, and boy, the errors have really hurt the Snider Panthers, as that's the second unearned run of the 3 scored this inning by the Knights, and that'll bring to the plate Christian Bohata. Christian doubled and singled
both
so
to
far
right
today.
Yeah, they bring up a guy that's burning hot. Pitch was a called strike, and getting in a rundown, they're going to try to score that last run. Kohler's going to return to first, and now a rundown at third.
Gee whiz, that is just
Leidig is
awful
caught,
base running.
And he's still in a rundown. Taking second was Kohler, and finally Leidig is going to be tagged out, and the play fails. But in the inning, the Knights come up with 3 runs on 2 hits. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the fourth. The Knights leading 7-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kugelhahn's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-3100 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kugelhahn.
Dr. Laura Kugelhahn is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kugelhahn and her staff will make you feel at home.
Well, poor base running forces Lighty to be caught stealing. I believe it was 263-526 on the caught stealing attempt. That's what I had it for.
Yep.
And but in any case, the Knights come up with 3 runs in the inning. And Bohada picks up right where he left off with a first pitch strike.
Yeah, that was a long inning for Christian to not be throwing. Ooh, that's hit hard.
Right into center, and it's over Wilson. He misplayed it. He took a bad angle. It's going to be at least 2 bases. It goes all the way to the wall. And a wide turn, but putting on the brakes late is Everson. And a leadoff double for Snider in the 4th.
That was the hardest hit ball that we've seen out of Snider so far this evening.
Here's Michael Brewer, grounded out to the pitcher.
I think Trevor just, with that ball coming straight at him, one of the tougher ones to play.
Yeah, he didn't get a good read. Back pick to second is not in time. But a good idea by Bohada to keep Everson honest at second.
Brewer grounded out to the pitcher his last time up.
Michael playing center field for the Panthers. First pitch is another called strike. Snider has not been jumping on a lot of first pitch strikes today either. Seen a lot of them go by.
Well, now with trailing by 7, it's a little tougher to do, but certainly would have been a good strategy early.
The 0-1 was down and in. Fitzgerald waits on deck. Armstrong in the hole.
Brewer's got some wheels as well.
Bohada will lead off the offense for the Knights in the 5th as well, as he was at the plate when Leidig was caught stealing.
Yeah, they were trying to run that double steal. Once the throw goes through as the runner at third, you got to just put your head down and go.
Yep. Ground ball right back up the middle and through. Waybright gave a diving attempt, but it won't matter. Stopping at third is Everson. And now taking second on the throw. The throw came to the plate. Not good communication by the Norwell defense. And Brewer will take second.
Well, that throw was not able to be cut. It was too high. And Snider threatening here, nobody out, and a couple of men in scoring position.
Yeah, and both of those balls have been well struck here in the inning for Snider.
Second time through the order for the Panthers. They've made some adjustments.
Fitzgerald flew out.
Good attempt, though, by Waybright. He just, ball was too hard hit for him to get to, but he laid out for it.
Well, Bohada has not allowed a run this year. And he's in real danger of doing that here. But the good news is his offense and himself have supplied him with a 7-run cushion. Fitzgerald watches a strike.
Another first pitch strike from Bohada. Fitzgerald flew out to center his first time.
Missed that one high. Even at a ball and a strike.
Everson at third, Brewer at second for the Panthers. Anything to the outfield, Brewer's going to score on.
Well outside, 2 balls and a strike. Norwell 7, Snider nothing on a Monday afternoon here just outside of New Haven. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was in the dirt, 2-2. Knights jumped out to an early lead off the benefit of errors. Snider has made 5 defensive mistakes today, and it's really costing him.
Yeah, they gave up 2 unearned runs in the last inning, 1 early on.
Popped up in to right.
That's playable.
And Long is going into foul territory, but he's not able to make it there. the shift was on. Leidig was playing Fitzgerald shaded a little bit towards the left side, anticipating a pull. And so it'll fall harmlessly foul. .68 minutes into this one. Got started just a couple of minutes late.
Well, now Leidig staying over towards the right. There's a huge gap in right center field.
There is. Tried the corner and missed. Full count now to Fitzgerald.
Yeah, there's a pretty big gap in left center, too. The Knights playing Wilson straight up, and the corner spread.
Popped up into foul territory again down the right side, but this time it is not playable and falls out of play.
Yeah.
Good at bat here by Fitzgerald. He's seen 7 pitches.
Everson led off with the double this bottom of the fourth. Brewer with the single and took second on a high throw. So
3-2 pitch. Just missed outside. And that will load the bases for the Panthers with nobody out.
First walk of the game for Bohada. That'll bring to the plate Trevor Armstrong. He flew out to center his last time up.
Bohada has only walked a couple guys on the year in about 14 innings of work.
That's really good.
Both against Mississinewa, if I recall correctly. Fouled away.
Of course, I remember a kid by the name of Hunter, Luke Hunter, his senior year, well, his junior year too.
Yeah.
But if I know he struck out, I don't know, close to 100 and walked like 3. It was ridiculous.
That ball right back into center over Waybright's head. It's a base hit. 1 run will come in. Wilson scoops. 2 runs are going to come in. And it is a 2 RBI single for Trevor Armstrong, and the lead is 7-2.
That ball wasn't struck especially hard, but it sure was placed well as Garrett tried to go back on it and couldn't get a glove on it. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Batting for the Panthers, number 6.
And Snider on the board.
We're going to have a pitching visit. Coach McLean has a brief word with the infield before everybody's back and ready to go again. Snider with a good answer after a 3-run fourth for the Knights has the potential to cut that lead even more.
They did do a good job of keeping Fitzgerald at second as he went diving back in and keeps the double play in order here.
5 hits for the Panthers now, and you knew Snider's offense was going to wake up at some point. First pitch to Colton Hinton, or rather the batter Reese Coons was in the dirt.
I wonder if Coons entered as a. Well, he might have entered as the catcher. They might have done a double switch there.
In any case, the count is 2-0. There's a called strike, and finally, Bohada works back within the zone. Yeah, we'll get the defensive changes for Snider when we turn over the lineup card into the 5th. Missed low, 3-1. Bohada really can't afford to walk another guy here.
Yeah, I think Coons entered in Hinton's spot in the batting order, and then Haft entered in Schume's spot, although number 18 is on deck.
There's ball 4. It's a walk, and the bases are juiced, full of Panthers. And Bohada really in trouble now, as a gapper could make this thing really close. We've got a courtesy runner, Dominique Reese.
Batting for your Panthers, number 18, Gavin Bean.
Well, Coons must have entered as the catcher then, because you can't get a courtesy runner unless you're a pitcher or catcher.
Right. That pitch was in there for a strike to Bean.
Gavin singled in his first at bat. Snider can really make this thing a baseball game again, and that one is jacked towards left. Going back is Clark, and he cannot get there to one-hop the wall. 2 runs are going to score. Here comes Reese, and he will stop at third. It's a 2 RBI double, and it's 7-4.
Boy, that ball was hit hard by Bean. Clark got a pretty good jump on it, but it one-hopped the wall out there at about the 320 sign.
Well, here's Jacob, or no, this is Caden Half, so there's your switch there. So
yep.
Half, the pitcher for the Panthers in the last inning, threw 19 pitches in the fourth and watches a first pitch ball.
Nobody warming up for the, well, yeah, they've got some action down there.
Yeah, it's Cole Lewison that jogged down, and the foul tip is into the glove for a strike.
Well, the second time through the order, Snider's done a good job of adjusting, and they've really hit some balls hard off of Christian Bohada.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Bohada still with nobody out here in this bottom of the fourth, and Snider continues to threaten with 2 men in scoring position. A big lead out there at second base as well with the Norwell infield drawn in.
1-2, doesn't miss by much, but it's off the plate, and it's 2-2.
Jack James waiting on deck for Snider.
He'll be followed by the top of the Snider order in Matt Kippenhammer. That one, and it got by Schwartz. He tried to frame it on the outside corner. It was going to miss outside anyway, and it's now a full count. Reese not able to score on the plate. Didn't get too far away from Schwartz, but Bohada's got to find a way to record an out here.
Yeah, he could really use a strikeout. First at bat of the day for Haft.
Here comes the payoff pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Called strike three right there. Good pitch by Bohada.
Fastball on the inside corner got him looking, and I think Haft was probably expecting some off speed there.
It fooled him a little bit. Here's Jack James, and it's going to be really important for Bohada to strand both of those runners out there, because if they both score 7-6, oh, there goes a line drive into left. It's a base hit. Clark will cut it off, but it's 7-5. RBI single for Jack James.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 1, Matt.
Well, you knew Snider's offense was going to show up at some point, and it has in a big way here.
Sure has.
In the fourth inning. They now trail by just 2.
Only 1 out here in the inning. Big trouble for Bohada. Mac Hippenhammer at the plate. Gavin Bean 90 feet away, and the tying run at first.
Well, they've been jumping on Christian early in the count. 3 of the 4 hits.
Squares to bunt, pops it up down the third base line. Diving attempt by Breggy, but it's foul.
Boy, I not too sure about that strategy with a runner on third and 1 out. Left-handed batter up. Get the head of the bat out and pull the ball. You'll score a run. Yeah, of course, they do have a double play opportunity, but still, my goodness. 0-1 count to Hippenhammer.
That's missed away. There's no chance of a double play with Hippenhammer running.
Yeah, that's a great point, because that he can fly.
1-1.
And the right side's wide open.
It sure is. Inside, tried to turn on it, fouled it down the first base line. It's 1-2.
Well, with runners on the corners here and the lack of a double play opportunity, a strikeout would be big.
We're only in the fourth. It's 7-5 Norwell. 5 runs across, all here in the bottom of the inning for the Panthers. And that pitch is fouled away. Hippenhammer stays alive.
He didn't get much of that, but just enough to cause Schwartz to not be able to hang on to it.
Snider has struck it well. They have now out-hit the night 7-6. Wave and a miss. And Bohada got Hippenhammer to go chasing outside. 2 gone.
Yeah, that's a big strikeout for Christian. He threw a breaking ball that was off the plate, and Hippenhammer went fishing. 10th batter of the inning now for Snider.
Second strikeout of the inning, third of the game for Christian. And he leads off the at-bat to Everson with a called strike.
Everson started this inning with a double, hard hit to center field.
Breaking pitch grounded towards third. Breggy up with it, throws to first. Long stretches. The side is finally retired. Snider comes up with 5 runs in the inning, and they leave 2. We go to the 5th. The lead is shaved. It's 7-5 Norwell on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for 3 by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
Yeah, welcome back to Hawley Field. It looked like the Knights had a chance to run away with it, but Snider scores 5 in the bottom of the 4th, and they've made this thing a ball game again, tagging Christian Bohetta in that inning.
Yeah, I had him for a lot of pitches in that inning. My count, I had him for 37.
Yep, that's what I had him for. Yep. Total of 65 now.
Yep.
And he will lead it off, get a chance to redeem himself here. He's had a wonderful day at the plate. 2 for 2, 3 RBIs for the junior.
Well, the Knights are going to need to keep the scoring pressure on. They've scored in every inning so far. 1, 2, and 3. The Snider team has found their bats, and they're not going to look back, I don't believe, from this point forward. It wouldn't surprise me if we saw a new pitcher in the bottom of the 5th for the Knights either.
0-2 is the count to Bohetta. Halved out there for his second inning of work for the Panthers. And foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. 3 pitches, and Bohetta's out of there, 1 gone.
Now batting number 2.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
Trevor Wilson stands in, reached on an air, walked, and flew out to the center fielder. Called strike at the bottom of the zone.
The strike zone has been a morphing object tonight.
Ground ball sent right back up the middle. Hippenhammer shades to his left and makes the throw to first to retire Wilson 6-3. 2 outs in the 5th.
Boy, you just feel like Snider's got all the momentum right now after struggling defensively the first 4 innings. That was a good play by Hippenhammer.
Wilson continues to struggle at the plate.
Garrett Waybright will step in. Garrett 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout and a couple fly balls to the right field. As you mentioned, Derek, he has not had a hit to the right side of second base yet this year. All his hits have come to the pull side.
First pitch check swing, and he said he went around.
Yeah, I think he did. I think if they would have appealed that, which I wish they would, I don't like seeing the home plate umpire making check swing calls.
0-1, low and away.
Regardless of how obvious it may be, if it's not a full swing, let your partner do some work. Action in the Snider bullpen now as well.
1-1 pitch, bounces in there, 2-1.
Well, either a relief pitcher is ready to go for the Knights or Christian Bohetta is going to come back out.
Missed it high, 3 balls and a strike now.
Quentin Middleton waits on deck for Coach McLean. Levi Long in the hole.
Fastball flown to right. Shallow towards the line, and it falls just about a foot foul. And the count goes full.
Well, this is the first at bat that Waybright's seen any balls out of the strike zone. The first 7 pitches he saw were all in the zone.
3-2 pitch smoked into left center field. It's a base hit for Garrett Waybright. 2-out single, and 1 is aboard.
Well, Garrett got what he was looking for there, got the barrel of the bat out, and drilled it over the head of Mac Hippenhammer. Good at bat there.
Nice piece of hitting that time for Garrett. Here's Quentin Middleton. Sacrifice fly, walk, and an error.
0 for 1 with a run scored for Quentin today.
Wave and a miss on the first pitch. Pitch is high, throw to first. Not in time. Schum tried to catch Waybright napping at first, but he's able to get back in there. Another pick throw. Waybright, a real threat to run. He's got a pretty sizable lead.
Yeah, he does. If he can pick out that first move by Haft.
There he goes.
Haft barely came set.
It was high, throw to second. He missed the tag. Count is 2-1 now on Middleton. A stolen base for Waybright, and a base hit might score him. Tried to play a little small ball with 2 outs. See if the Knights can get that run across.
3rd stolen base of the day for the Knights.
Grounded right back up the middle. Hippenhammer moves to his left, throws to first in time to retire Middleton. 6-3. The Knights get a hit. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Knights leading 7-5 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar Paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Aussie and Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Yeah, welcome back to Norwell. Defensive changes to relay to you. It is Quentin Middleton, new pitcher. The Knights were going to try to hold off and hold him till tomorrow when the Knights take on Jay County. But it looks like Tyler Skiles is down there at third. So we've had some more defensive changes. That does eliminate the DH, the designated hitter for the remainder of the day. And that looks to be it. I believe that's the end of the changes. So Skiles will be in the place of Bohata.
And leading off for the Panthers at
right.
the bottom of the 5th inning, the center fielder, number 2.
So Michael Brewer will lead it off for Snider. You can close the book on Christian Bohata. He goes 4 innings, throws 65 pitches, allows 7 hits, walked 2, struck out 3, and all 5 runs he allowed were earned on the afternoon. We are just about 90 minutes into this one. And the sun finally starting to set, the shadows becoming longer. And we'll see if the Knights can put a stop to Snider's hot offense. Both teams now with 7 hits. to this point. 7 runs, 7 hits, and 8 left for the Knights. 5 runs, 7 hits, 5 errors, and 3 left for Snider, and the errors are the difference in this baseball game. Swing and a miss for strike 1 to Brewer. Defensive miscues have cost Snider to this point. Only 3 of Norwell's 7 runs are earned this afternoon. Check swing, and he held up. Pitch was low and away. Even the count at a ball and a strike. One, breaking pitch, fouled towards third. Into the Norwell dugout. 1-2. Well, according to the new pitch count rule, we'll see how that plays into Middleton's effort through the rest of the week. 1-2, low and away on the fastball. 2-2. I believe he can throw 35 and still pitch tomorrow. But that's probably not what's going to happen anyway.
Well, Coach McLean definitely going for the win here. Oh, yeah. They
said he went around. Home plate umpire called it. And the pitch was in the dirt. Schwartz had to tag him to record the strikeout. 1 gone.
Again, that called by the home plate umpire. I did think he went, but sure like to see that deferred to the base umpire.
Brendan Fitzgerald steps in. There's a strike call.
Middleton throwing a lot of breaking balls here to start this 5th inning.
Fastball fouled straight back to the screen.
There's more action down there in the Snider bullpen. We may see another pitcher here in the 6th for Snider.
Well, Norwell had allowed a total of 3 runs in 4 games coming into today. And they've already allowed 5. All in the 4th inning for Snider. Breaking pitch stayed up 2-2.
Yeah, and you know it, Derek, coming to the SAC.
Yeah.
Different level of competition.
Yeah, a lot better offense in the SAC across the board as well. They'll see it from Homestead. They'll see it from Carroll. Count now full to Fitzgerald. Knights trying to figure a way to hang on to the 7-5 lead. We're in the bottom of the 5th, and there's a 6-pitch walk to Brendan Fitzgerald with 1 out, and a man is aboard.
Number 21, Trevor Armstrong.
Armstrong flew out to center and also singled to center. Wilson getting a lot of action out there today.
You know, that single to center was of the 2 RBI variety, and Trevor ended up scoring as well in that 4th inning.
Reese Coons waits on deck, called strike to lead off the at-bat to Armstrong. Middleton checks Fitzgerald at first. 0-1, breaking pitch, skied into center, sending Wilson back, but that's going to be the 2nd flyout of the day to center for Armstrong. 2 gone.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 6, Reese Coons.
Split the baseball in the same 3 spots this afternoon. Here's Reese Coons, the Snider catcher, entered in the after the 3rd inning. Batted last inning once, and he walked.
This is a big inning for Middleton. If he can shut down the Panthers after their big inning in the 4th, that could be a momentum shift.
Snider's going to have their top of the order up at least one more time. If the Knights work it right, they might have to hold off until the 7th. Time called late by Coons.
Two out and a man on here for the Panthers in the 5th.
Long look in, and the 0-1 pitch is high. Knight fans not pleased with the lack of a strike call there, but that one appeared to be pretty high.
Yeah, high and probably outside as well, although that outside corner has been a bit nebulous today.
Runner goes. Pitch is a strike called. Throw to second is high. And it's a stolen base for Brendan Fitzgerald.
Good job there by Garrett Waybright of backing up that play. He caught it on the fly. And the pitch was called a strike, so 1-2 now.
And now we've got time called. Schwartz will jog out to the mound and have a word with Quentin Middleton.
Yeah, they're probably switching signs with Fitzgerald out there at second base. He could be relaying information to Coons at the plate.
Big time run if Snider's able to score it. If not, it'll be a really successful first inning for Middleton. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Grounded softly towards the third baseman. Skiles throws on the run and makes the play. And the side is retired. Snider comes up with no hits. They leave one. We go to the sixth. Norwell 7. Snider 5 on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money. You're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique.
Yeah, welcome back to Michael W. Hawley Field. We are in the top of the sixth. It is Norwell 7, Snider 5. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 batters. The middle third of the Norwell lineup. Long, Schwartz, and Clark batting in the top of the inning. Norwell softball comes away with a walk-off win against Adams Central 4-3 this afternoon. I believe their second win of the season.
I believe that's right. They were swept by South Adams on Saturday at home.
Yeah, South Adams is pretty good. Got a very strong softball team this year. First pitch to Long is swung at and missed. Caden Haft out there for his third inning of work. 34 pitches rather through two. Middleton a 17-pitch fifth. And there's still action in the Norwell bullpen. Missed it low. It'll be interesting to see the strategy here for Coach McLean if he wants to throw Middleton tomorrow. Probably can't come out for another inning. Maybe an out or two. Called strike 2 on the inside half. Can't quite see that far.
Yeah, I can't either. Even when I shut my reading eye.
1-2. Ground ball. Right at Hippenhammer. Fields on a hop. Jumps up from a knee. Throws to first to retire Long 6-3.
Well, after a shaky first couple innings, Hippenhammer's made a couple nice plays at short.
Here's the catcher, Schwartz. Single, ground out, single. 2 for 3. First pitch, just a shade high. Scoring slowed down in the fifth. There were 8 runs between the two teams in the fourth. That pitch is popped up into right center. Center fielder Brewer coming over to make the grab in right center field for the second out. That will give way to the 6-hole hitter, the left fielder Ian Clark. Reached on a fielder's choice, lined out, grounded out. And Coach McLean's going to talk to him again for the second time this afternoon. See if the Knights can get something going with the bases empty and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 2-run lead. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike.
Haft has done a pretty good job for Snider coming out of the bullpen.
13 balls, 28 strikes. That just missed.
After a shaky first inning, he settled down and retired 5 out of the last 6 nights.
Comes 1-1 pitch. Missed it high, 2-1. Here's the offering. Up again. Eye level that time with Ian Clark's, and it's 3-1. Waiting on deck is Leidig, should Ian reach.
Ooh.
Called strike 2.
Yeah, good location there by Haft. Knee high on the outside corner. It's certainly a pitcher's pitch.
The payoff pitch. Fouled away. Clark stays alive. 2 outs, bases empty. 2-run lead for the Knights in the top of the 6th. That's Snider. 1 hour, 40 minutes into this one. 3-2. Missed it just high. Clark watches pitch number 7. And it's a walk.
Now batting number 4, Levi Leidig.
Well, good at bat there by Clark to draw the walk for the Knights.
Leidig 1 for 2. Walked. Reached on a bunt. Reached on an error. Ground ball towards the hole at short. Hippenhammer's throw is not going to be in time. And 2 men are aboard. Knights trying to get something going with 2 outs. Again, just too far in the hole. And the Knights have done a nice job placing that baseball in the shortstop hole.
That's the second time they've done that. Hippenhammer tried to make a play, but Leidig's wheels just too good. Good to see him run like that. I mean, he looks good running.
Kohler 0 for 1. Sacrifice bunt, walk, reached on an error. Watches a first pitch low and away, and that'll draw the attention of Reese Coons. And they'll share a word. Caleb really has a chance to make a name for himself. He still hasn't had that big hit as a varsity player. Got a lot of at-bats last year as a sophomore, but works really well on defense with Waybright up the middle. 1-0. Missed it high and a little outside, and it's 2-0. Tyler Skiles is on deck. Should Kohler reach?
Boy, Christian Bohetta, that 9 spot, really swung the bat well today. 2 for 3, 3 RBIs.
He's had a real nice start on offense to this 2017 campaign. The count is now 3-0 to Kohler. And the Knights have a chance to load the bases here with 2 outs. There's a 4-pitch walk. And the Knights have the bases juiced, and we'll have a pitching conference We'll take a break and return after these words from Lauren's Body Shop. The Knights have them loaded with 2 outs in the top of the 6th.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair. Brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
All repair shops are basically the same.
False. There are substantial differences among repair shops. Some have made large investments in equipment and training. Others have not. Always do your homework when selecting a repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniels Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, prong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniels Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is now open at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton, and it's bigger and better than ever. You can enjoy the same fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Reservations are recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Everyone is welcome at T.W. Fable.
And welcome back to Hawley Field. Top of the 6th, Knights have them loaded. And Matt Eastman has entered for the Snider Panthers on the mound. But all 3 runners still belong to Caden Haft. We believe it is a straight switch, so he'll bat in the bottom of the inning. But a real nice scoring opportunity has come up for the Knights after they had them empty with 2 outs. 3 straight have reached. And Tyler Skiles bats for the Knights.
All 3 of those runners are Caden Haft's.
Yep.
Skiles in a big spot here. He could certainly give the Knights a bit of a cushion.
First pitch is lined into right center field. It's down for a base hit. It is going to go into the gap.
That's
1
huge.
run will score. 2 runs are going to score. Here comes the runner. It's going to be a 3 RBI triple for Tyler Skiles. And the Knights have a 10-5 lead.
What a shot for Tyler Skiles. Placed it perfectly out there in right center. Jumping on a first pitch fastball. 3 big RBIs.
Tyler clears the bases with a triple. It got into the gap. And that will give way to Trevor Wilson. But now it is 10-5. And that gives the Norwell defense and pitching a cushion again.
Tyler making Coach McLean look like a genius here in the top of the 6th inning. He came into the game on the double switch that moved Middleton to the mound, and he smoked that ball into right center.
All this work coming with 2 outs for the Knights. And now Eastman has fallen behind 2-0 to Wilson.
Trevor 0 for 3 on the day. He walked and scored as well.
High 3-0.
I think it's 2-0.
I promise it's 3.
I thought he only threw a couple pitches to him. My bad.
There's a called strike. Outer edge, 3-1.
And once again, Derek, you are proven right by the home plate umpire. 3 fingers up on that left hand.
Fastball high. And it's a 5-pitch walk with 2 outs. Runners on the corners now for the Knights as the inning continues.
3rd walk of the inning for Snider pitching.
Now batting number 16, Garrett Waybright.
Garrett with a line drive single his last time up.
Knights only have 2 hits in this inning.
But a big triple by Tyler Skiles.
Called strike at the upper part of the zone to Garrett Waybright, 1 for 4. Struck out, flew out twice, and singled.
Also stole a base back in the 5th inning.
Runner bluffs. Breaking pitch low and away. Ball and a strike.
Interesting that the center fielder Brewer shading towards right for Garrett.
Yeah. Garrett, pretty dead pull hitter.
Yeah,
but he has flown to right a couple of times today.
He has, and the right fielder really hugging the line for Snider.
That's where he's gone when he's popped it up, but the base hit came right over Hippenhammer's head at short.
Well, he hits it there again. He's going to have a chance for extra bases.
Yeah, big gap. He tried to get him to balk. Wilson leaving early. Breaking pitch way high, and it's pretty clear that Eastman's being played with by Trevor.
Eastman really telegraphs that breaking pitch. It breaks out of his hand. So pretty easy to pick up.
Called strike. Throw to second. In time. That'll retire the side. The score reads, after 5.5, Norwell 10, Snider 5 on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Welcome back to Holly Field here in New Haven. A 3-run 6 for the Knights. All the work done with 2 outs. A 3 RBI triple for Tyler Skiles. He put it right in the gap, and it really extends the Norwell lead and gives them a little bit of a cushion again. Quentin Middleton's going to return for his second inning of work despite the bullpen action. It has since calmed down the left field line. He'll face the bottom third of the Snider order, being led off by Gavin Bean. He is 2 for 2, a single and a double, both to the left side.
All 3 of those runs charged to Caden Haft.
Grounded sharply towards third, but foul.
As he threw 2 2/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, a couple of walks, struck out 1. All 3 runs earned on 52 pitches.
Eastman threw 10 pitches in relief, but he also gave up the triple. 0-2 now to Bean as he's fouled off the first 2 pitches.
Got to believe that Middleton will stay out there to try to save this one for the Knights at this point, considering this is his second inning of work already.
Well, he got Bean to swing and miss at a pitch out of the zone. And here is Matt Eastman in his first at bat of the day. 1 gone, bases empty in the bottom of the 6th. Called strike. It's been a pretty long game this afternoon. A lot of runs, a lot of hits. 16 hits between the 2 teams. 10 runs, 9 hits, 9 left for the Knights. But the big difference, no errors from Norwell. And at one point in this game, the errors were the difference. Still making a big impact to this point. 2 balks as well. Eastman tried to hold but couldn't. And it's 1-2.
Again, another check swing Called by the home plate umpire.
Swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Yeah, good pitch there by Quentin on the outer third. Had a little movement to it. Away from the right-handed swinging Eastman.
Jack James steps in. 1 for 2. Grounded out and singled. Jack represents the 9-hitter in the Panther lineup. Watches a first pitch fastball strike.
Quentin with a little bit more velocity than what they saw from Bohata the first couple times through the order.
Ground ball. Routine for Waybright. Kind of stabbed at it, but makes the play anyway. And out of there is James 4-3, a 1-2-3-6. We go to the 7th. Knights leading 10-5 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit sf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium 1-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Back here at Hawley Field, Norwell leading 10-5 going into the final inning of play this afternoon. Garrett Waybright, Quentin Middleton, Levi Long will bat for the Knights in the inning. The 2-3-4 hitters in the lineup. Yeah, Quentin Middleton has done a real nice job in a relief effort. He's only got 26 pitches, so keep in mind if the Knights decide to bring in somebody else in another relief effort, he could still start tomorrow.
I would think that Coach McLean would not be bothered too much by throwing maybe even man tomorrow against the Jay County squad.
Jay County's a much improved team.
They are.
From last year, but that game certainly is going to be played.
Another non-conference schedule, obviously.
Yep. Waybright showed bunt early but pulled back and watched a called strike. Yeah, with the uncertainty coming into play with Thursday's game against Homestead as far as the weather, that may impact the decision. Waybright held back on that breaking pitch, but popped it up into center anyway, and Brewer will come on to make the catch.
Number 1, Quentin Middleton.
That'll likely end Waybright's day at 1 for 5, unless we see extras. Won't be able to see a lot of extras as that sun continues to go down.
Yeah.
Sunset tonight, I think, was at 8:08, and we're at 7:30. Middleton 0 for 2 on the day. Breaking pitch is in there for a called strike. Quentin sacrifice fly, walk, reached on an error, and grounded out. There's strike 2.
Well, Eastman pouring in strikes right now. He came on in the 6th inning, gave up that triple to Skiles on the first pitch he threw.
0-2 pitch, way high. Slapped that one foul. Reached on a breaking ball that was well outside, but stays alive. Knights looking for their 5th win of the season to start off 5-0.
They 4-0 right now?
Yep. 3 wins last week over Mississinewa, Heritage, and Wawasee. And a win the previous
Southern
week
Wells.
over Southern Wells.
Yeah.
High chopper towards third. Fitzgerald Fields on a hop. High throw to first, but the tag is applied by Trevor Armstrong for the second out.
Nice play by Armstrong to climb the ladder to get a wild throw and tagged Middleton with 2 hands as he went by.
Levi Long steps in 1 for 3. He walked lined out, doubled, and grounded out. And instead, Coach McLean's going to call for time and say something to Levi.
Long on the day, 1 for 3 with a walk. He doubled and scored back in that big three-run fourth inning for the Knights. Whew.
Called strike at the bottom of the zone. Also out of reaches.
Good pitch.
0-2.
That breaking pitch, breaking out of the strike zone. Long couldn't hold up.
Long look in for Eastman. He's into his wind and fires the 0-2 up and away. Snider state champions in 2006 and 2009. Couple of banners in left, center, and right.
They have just always had a good program.
They've got a real nice facility to go along with it. It's not real close to the high school, but it's real nice out here in New Haven.
Boy, how about Coach McLean getting 6 RBIs out of the 9-hole tonight?
Missed again. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Levi. Yeah, you do not see that too often from your 9-hole.
Especially when it's 2 different guys.
On 3 separate hits.
Yep.
Single, double for Bohada. Triple for Skiles. Missed again, and the count now full. Base is empty. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th and a 10-5 lead for the Knights. That ball is roped into left field. It is going to be over the head of Jack James. It's going to be extra bases for Levi Long. It sits up against the wall. It's a 2-out double for Levi.
Boy, that ball was smoked by Long directly over the head of James. I think it hit near the base of the left field wall out there around the 365 side, just to the left of it.
10th hit of the day for the Knights. And 4 of them have been for extra bases. 3 doubles and a triple for Norwell offense today. Colin Schwartz steps in. Colin 2 for 4. Breaking ball is in there for a strike call. Single, actually 2 singles. Ground out and a fly out for catcher Schwartz. Eastman comes set and delivers the 0-1. Called strike 2.
Good location there by Eastman.
Trying to work at breaking ball. The Knights have scored in 5 different innings today. Snider in just 1, but they really got it going in the bottom of the 4th. 0-2. Low and away. Tried to get him on the 3rd straight breaking pitch, but Schwartz able to hold.
Colin trying to drive in another insurance run here for the Knights with Long out there at second base.
That's okay. There's a time called late by Schwartz. Thought it was going to be another balk.
Yeah. He started and stopped, but after time was called.
Ball smoked into right field. It's down for a base hit. Levi being waved around. The throw to the plate is going to be... Nope, the throw was dropped by Coons. It was a one-hopper, and the Knights' lead is 11-5.
Boy, another 2-out run for the Knights as Schwartz picks up his 2nd RBI of the day.
3rd hit as well. RBI single for Colin, and that lead is 6. And now we're going to have a substitution, I believe.
Number 11.
Yeah, Cole Lewison's going to enter here. Looks like on the bases. He's got a helmet on anyway.
Is that who's 11?
That's Clark. He's going to bat. He's
that
already batting.
Okay,
yeah, there goes Lewison. You might see Cole pitch the 7th.
Number 15, Cole Lewison.
Okay.
Well, as of right now, it's just a courtesy runner, but
yeah, he may be entering the game.
That's what I'm thinking. He might be pitching the bottom of the 7th. Won't be a save situation, but chance to get some more work for the junior. Cut and a miss on the first offering from Eastman. Knights have done a real nice job answering after the 5-run 4th for Snider.
Well, and they scored in the 6th and the 7th with 2 outs and nobody on.
Yep.
So
those were definitely big runs. And now it's going to be pretty tough for Snider to overcome a 6-run deficit in the... Cole's picked off.
He sure is.
Yep, he's out by a mile. And Coons caught him. And that will be it. Coach McLean is not pleased with that one. But in any case, that'll retire the side. The Knights come up with a run on a couple of hits. We go to the bottom. For the last 3 outs, the Knights 3 outs away from their 5th victory, and they lead at 11-5.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Aussie and Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
Welcome back to Holly Field, and Quentin Middleton still out there. He's going to go for his 3rd inning of work, and he relieved Bohada after the 4th. Mac Hippenhammer, the top of the Panther order, will lead it off as they try to mount a comeback here with less than 30 minutes of daylight remaining.
Yeah, and that may be stretching it. It's 7:40 already. Hippenhammer 1 for 3 on the day.
Right back at the pitcher. Waybright backed him up. The throw to first is going to be up the line. And it'll be a leadoff single. It tapped Middleton's glove on the way by, and Waybright was too deep in the hole to make the play. So a leadoff single for Hippenhammer. It is the 8th hit of the day for the Panthers.
Yeah, Garrett really had no chance of throwing out Hippenhammer.
Right down the first base line. It's a fair ball. It got through long at first. It's going to go all the way towards the bullpen. We have a dead ball. I think it actually went in the bullpen.
It did.
And that'll save the Knights a run. It's going to put runners on 2nd and 3rd with nobody out to lead off the 7th.
For the Panthers, number 2, Michael Brewer.
Well, that ball was absolutely smoked on the line. Long was holding Hippenhammer at first, and his movement just as the ball went by him. Everson with his 2nd double of the day.
Well, there's something brewing for Snider here in the bottom of the 7th. Their offense suddenly comes alive again. It's been certainly in spurts today. Brewer 1 for 3, single, ground out, strikeout. There's a called strike at the belt.
Middleton has started a lot of these Snider hitters off with breaking pitches.
Looks like Middleton's the guy to finish out this one. No action in the Norwell bullpen, even for an emergency scenario. That ball is jacked towards left, and it is caught on a line by Clark. Runner tags and scores. It's 11-6 RBI for Michael Brewer, but the out is important for the Knights.
Yeah. The rest of it really doesn't matter a whole lot at this point, as they need 2 more of those. Fitzgerald on the day, 0 for 1. He's walked twice, scored a run.
First pitch is popped up, foul territory. Schwartz giving chase towards the fence, but it's foul and out of play.
Well, you got to give Snider credit here. Trailing by 6, they now by 5. Certainly not giving anything away.
Bit of a slugfest today, but no defensive errors for the Knights. It's been clean from that standpoint. Called strike 2.
Bit of a delayed call on that strike call.
If it's able to hold, the Knights will get through their first 5 games with just 4 defensive errors. It's very solid.
Mm-hmm. This one not over yet. Need to make a couple more plays.
0-2. Fastball missed high.
I like that pitch on 0-2. Throw
agree.
the fastball. Throw it where they can't hit it.
Once in a while, you'll get a batter to chase when you change the eye level. Time called by Fitzgerald. He'll step out. Thought Middleton took a little bit too long. Quentin comes set. Checks the runner a couple times. And delivers. Breaking pitch in there on the inside corner for a called strike 3.
Boy, excellent location. He started that breaking ball at Fitzgerald's hip. And big strikeout there for Middleton.
That was a really good pitch. Armstrong is the last hope for Snider. Knights 1 out away from victory number 5. Breaking pitch in there for strike 1. Everson leads away from second. Fastball high.
One count now to Armstrong. 1 for 3 on the day.
Fastball flown to right, foul territory, and it will fall into the bullpen. And now, 1 strike to go for the Knights. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fastball in the dirt, swung at and missed. And the Knights will win it by a score of 11-5. We'll go ahead and, or 11-6 rather. We'll go ahead and tally up some final statistics and be right back with your post-game show after these words from our sponsors. The Knights win today.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust. Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H Park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team at a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
And welcome back to Michael W. Hawley Field for the final time this afternoon. Norwell takes it 11-6 and improves to 5-0 on the season. Snider falls to 3-3. We'll start with the statistics for Snider on offense. Mac Hippenhammer 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Chandler Everson 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Michael Brewer 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Brendan Fitzgerald 0 for 2. Trevor Armstrong 1 for 4 with a single and 2 RBIs. Colton Hinton 0 for 1. Gavin Bean 2 for 3 with a single, a double, and 2 RBIs. Jack James 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Matt Eastman 0 for 1. Dominic Reese got on as a courtesy runner and scored. Reese Coons 0 for 1. Caden Haft 0 for 1. On the pitching side of things today for the Panthers, Colton Hinton, the starter, 3 innings of work through 77 pitches, allowed 4 hits, walked 5, struck out 1, and allowed 4 runs. 3 of them were earned. Caden Haft came on in relief through 2 2/3. 52 total pitches, allowed 4 hits, walked 2, struck out 1, and 6 runs. Only 3 of them were earned. Matt Eastman on as the third pitcher of the day, an inning and a third through 30 pitches, allowed just 1 earned run, 3 hits, walked 1, and did not strike out a batter. For Norwell on offense, a really nice day at the plate, rebounding from a not-so-nice day against Wawasee, but they were able to come away with the win last Friday. Trevor Wilson 0 for 3. Garrett Waybright 1 for 5 with a single. Quentin Middleton 0 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. Garrison Breggy did not bat today, but played in the field for several innings. Levi Long 2 for 4 with 2 runs, 2 doubles, and a walk. Colin Schwartz 3 for 5 with 3 singles and 2 RBIs. Ian Clark 0 for 3. Levi Leidig 2 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Caleb Kohler was 0 for 1, but walked twice and scored twice, also had an RBI. Christian Bohada 2 for 3 with a single, a double, and 3 RBIs. Tyler Skiles might have had the hit of the day to bust it open.
Absolutely.
A 3-run triple, and that will round out the Norwell lineup. On the pitching side of things, Christian Bohada, the starter today, got roughed up a little bit in the bottom of the 4th through 4 complete. 65 pitches, allowed 5 runs. All of them were earned on 7 hits. Walked 2, struck out 3. Quentin Middleton came on in relief for 3 innings through just 38 pitches. Allowed just 1 run, and that was in the 7th on 2 hits. Walked 1 and struck out 5. Norwell, 1 run in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd. 3 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. Scored in every inning but the 5th. 11 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 9 left today for Norwell. For Snider, 5 runs in the 4th and 1 in the 7th. 6 runs on 9 hits, 5 errors, and left 5 on base. Today's game time was 2 hours and 11 minutes, and we touched on it just a moment ago. I think Skiles' triple put this game out of reach for Norwell.
Yeah, that was a big. And first pitch from Eastman, he drove into the right center field gap, rolled all the way to the wall, slid in pretty easily to third base with a big triple, and big day with the bats for the Knights. That's as good as I've seen him swing it. I don't know that I saw them swing it as well as that at any point last year.
Yeah, I think this team has some real potential going forward. They'll be tested really well on Thursday against Homestead. We'll see what they can do. First, they got to take care of things against Jay County, and then take care of things on Friday against Northside. And we'll see how they go from there. But that'll wrap things up. So, on behalf of Greg Van Meter and the entire WellsCountyVoice.com crew, this is Derek Decker saying so long from New Haven.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.